All right, I call this meeting to order. It's Monday, June 17th, meeting of the Franklin Civic Celebration Commission. I'll do roll call. John Bergner, here. Robert Nackert.
Here.
Angela Christie.
Here.
Mira Kresovic, not present. Alderman Hoffer.
Tied up for a few minutes.
He's here.
He said 10 minutes.
You said 10 minutes. He's here. Anna Damsky.
Here.
We have a quorum. Others in attendance are Brian Sawinski, Carl Budnick, Lisa K. Pete and Sherry Kosovich, and our officers. Come on, test my memory. Oh,
Captain
Mr.
Morrison's over
Captain
there.
Morris.
Jesus.
Yes. In attendance here.
I thought they had more strikes than officers.
Did I miss anybody?
Dennis.
Dennis Farms.
Dennis.
And well, Dennis is a citizen, but he's here. Dennis Bonds, yes. Okay, let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Mr. Nackert.
Kevin Fisher's arm.
Just part of your head isn't it on the head.
Okay. Today's meeting has discussed the upcoming Franklin Independence Celebration on July 3rd through July 6th. And we'll start out with our public safety services here. We got a lot of things that we have to deal with the construction.
You tell us.
No, you tell us. Apparently you are making decisions.
We're making decisions
Yeah.
ourselves.
I was told today, I got an email from the public schools asking where I got permission to use Forest Park because the police chief told her that that's going to be our new route.
I can't speak to that conversation. I wasn't in that meeting or alleged meeting that happened between my police chief and the school district. So
now I've got half the parade people thinking we're on Forest Hill or Forest Meadows, and the other half is on Loomis.
why would that happen?
Because
You
people
said
are
that.
talking to other people, and all the ones in the school, like the band and the Sabres and all the other stuff, everybody's like, oh, okay, we'll be over there. I'm like, no, it's not there. So why, everybody's so disconnected. We got Glenn in his own world that's doing his stuff. He has no clue what we do, because we have to tell him, even though this has been happening for the last 30 years. And then we've got the officers that are doing something else and telling something else. And then we have DPW that's doing something else. And then we got Mayor Nelson that's doing something else. But yet, the ones who are involved have no clue. So apparently, from what I've been kind of figuring out from all these people, is there's some major snafu that happened the other day that hasn't been told yet, and it's causing a roadblock, and we can't confirm Loomis Road now.
So to speak to your commentary, I'm trying to be very polite here. I don't know what DPW is talking about. I don't know what other entities are talking about. I don't know what DOT is talking about. I receive emails from you. I correspond with you as well as Captain Hintz, as well as the sergeants. As far as what they're doing, that's out of our periphery. Only thing we can control is what the police department does. So
And
we could
what
start
are you
over again
guys
if you want.
doing? What are you guys doing? Are we
We're
on
preparing. No.
Loomis?
So we are preparing because you put out that we are having the parade on Loomis Road.
Yep.
For that to be the route. Period.
Okay. Well, we're meeting tomorrow. I've got a contact over at DOT that's coming to meet us, and we're gonna meet with the project manager.
Mhm.
And now Mayor Nelson wants to meet as well. Do we want Sergeant Hintz involved, or Captain Hintz? Sorry.
Captain Hintz, you can ask him. He's teaching a class tomorrow, so I would doubt that he's in the attendance.
What time is the meeting at?
3.
I can be there.
Our point of view though is to, we're an advisory committee, we don't actually get to make decisions. We're an advisory purely.
I understand that 100%,
I know.
but I guess the conversation started off in a wrong tone.
But there's so many.
But you're
it's
pointing
the frustration.
your
And I don't
frustration
know,
out towards us.
And I'm just saying.
And you're making allegations that we made all these comments when I wasn't in those conversations, alleged
And I
conversations.
didn't say you, no, I didn't say you, but I said, I got an email today from, apparently, this chief told her, so I'm assuming, and I shouldn't assume, I know, but whatever he says gets told to everybody else and goes downhill.
But I also got an email from you saying that you were gonna contact all of the parade attendees and where they're gonna line up on Loomis Road, and you were working that out, so
And
I
they
guess
don't.
I would fall back on your communications.
They don't,
And-
nothing goes out to them until the parade lineup goes out.
Correct, so,
So it's the people from the school board that I'm concerned with, because they're passing it around on the school.
and I can't control that,
Right.
I can't.
Oh, and I'm not saying that, and I apologize, I didn't mean to take it out on you. It's just so frustrating when you've got all these entities who are supposed to be doing this as a community, and everybody's going in their own direction and doing whatever, and we're sitting here going, well, now what do we do? So, I don't know what to do. I've been sending Glenn emails, he doesn't respond to me.
Yeah, and I can't speak for Glenn, I can speak for the police department, as well as Sergeant Paddock, as well as Captain Hens. We're prepared to do the route on Loomis.
Okay.
I could say this, because we planned, we also made a secondary plan in case that's not done.
Right.
So, that's just us doing our due diligence and preparing. Whatever everyone else is talking about, I can't control that.
Wherever we have the parade, you'll be there? Is that just saying?
Let's see. I will be in this parade for the last time, probably driving the chief.
Me too.
And where's that meeting gonna be tomorrow?
Actually, in the police station, or at the parking lot, we're gonna all meet
Okay.
and then walk over.
Will you be there too?
I
No,
don't
I'll be still
know, I don't
here.
know what we should do.
You want me to be there?
I'd rather be with you.
What time is the meeting?
Or you mean
Three.
tomorrow?
Yes.
No, Senator,
I'm not
Assuming.
assuming.
So
I don't
what are
know.
your questions of us? Or what, because we do have concerns.
And what are those?
I mean,
Obviously, it's
we see,
not done.
we see the condition of it right now, right?
Yeah.
Which is why we brought it to the advisory committee. These are serious concerns, right? Just
Yeah.
wanted to put it out there, you know? I don't think that the sidewalks will be done, but, okay, maybe they are.
Well, and the
Are-
sidewalks really aren't a big deal because we
It
don't.
will be a big deal when you go to the actual site where the carnival rides are gonna be, because your footprint there is now smaller.
Right.
And all the trucks loading in and out are gonna go over that new material and dirt. And who's
They-
responsible for that? Because in the email, it said that we're responsible for damages. We aren't.
And I've sent that to the carnival too.
Yeah.
To let him know. And he was supposed, he had St. Rita's this last weekend, and this week he was gonna come and inspect it, so,
There's a lot of things that are
yeah.
disheveled. Use that term because of the
Well,
disarray of the construction. Thank you.
we got through COVID, we can get through this.
I think those are two very different things.
Last time they ripped up the road, the construction crew really worked with us, and this year they just, we're working on it, and that's it.
Yeah,
Have you guys, any of the police people, had any conversations with any of the workers while they're doing that out there?
No, we
Do you
try
know
to.
what they're doing or what?
So
they're
we've had
saying?
contact with the coordinator for the project multiple times, but what they say and what they could do are two different things sometimes, because obviously things happen in construction that we can't control and they can't control. So they can put their best foot forward and go, and we have to believe what they're gonna say, but, I mean, I see with my own eyes what's out there.
Have we had any accidents on that construction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
we said one earlier today.
Yep. It's a big concern, and then
it's not just
secondary route
concern
is
for the
also
parade.
High 100. We have accidents on there 4 or 5 times a day. These are our concerns.
Yeah. And it's
We
not
wanna make
just
sure
the
that-
parade, it's the whole 4 days.
Correct. And we want to make
People
sure
be
everyone
crossing
is
those
safe.
streets.
And that's our responsibility, making sure people are safe.
And the other thing with the police, we did, through DPW and the police department, send a request that they open up Drexel for parking instead of all the no parking signs along Drexel. And that was gonna get forwarded to the police chief and get back with me. Like, so that way people are not crossing, Loomis Road to get here. They can park in.
Oh, they're gonna do that anyways.
Well, I know, but
They're
if they have
gonna park
parking here, and I went to Dan Jansen and busy Layton Avenue, 2 lanes on both sides. They had people allowed to park on the street.
But don't they shut down part of Layton?
I don't think so.
Just in front of where the carnival and the east end, the east of the tents.
Yeah.
That,
It's only for Harley
that area from where they have the beer tents to where the carnival is, almost up to
Yeah.
the school. That's usually not parking.
Right.
Anything to the west is.
Right, because people flow in right at that point into the festival. But as you go down Layton, they had parking on both. I parked on Layton. But that takes away a lot of parking that we, could have back and easier access.
Here's the problem too, is if you allow no parking, if you allow parking in the no parking zones, and they park there during the parade, how are you gonna get them out? Because
Well,
everyone flows out of there.
Up until where you go in by the pickleball courts, have that all closed off up to there.
We have dump trucks shutting that all down to provide a safe passage for people that have the parade. So I don't know how we can resolve this. You can ask the school district if they want to use Ben Franklin, but that's a conversation you can have, but that's another, they've got to walk all the way from Ben Franklin through the subdivision. Right? There's no great solution. In that subdivision, there's a whole bunch of no parking too, and we know that historically, people will park there and actually use that road as almost a parking lot during fireworks, and we threaten to tow people, and they don't care. There is no perfect solution. There isn't. So that's our frustration. We want to make sure that you guys have a great festival, but we are handcuffed because we want to do what's right and also have a little latitude. But when we give a little latitude, people take a lot.
Well, let's see what we get out of tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the possibility of the dirt not being level or on the sidewalk area where people are supposed to walk. I'm also concerned about, I know that people aren't supposed to put stuff out until noon on the 3rd. And DPW is gonna be tasked with not only putting up no parking signs and all this other stuff, but now collecting up all of the stuff when they don't have the manpower or the time for that. And then when they do put it up, your parade route is gonna be compressed because there's nowhere for them to go. Those are our concerns.
So then we look at maybe possibly canceling.
Could be. Have a parade at another day. After it's done.
When is it supposed to be done?
Yeah. Told us June 30th. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
We had a wet May though, so they didn't get too far along in the construction.
I mean, the construction is a very fickle industry. I mean,
We've had bad weather.
But this is why we brought it to you guys months ago,
Yeah.
and no offense, we sort of got yelled at. That, to my face, but why would you say this? We're an advisory board. Did you get this? We're just bringing you the things that we see. We want to make sure you guys have a safe event. That's all we care about. The safety of the citizens. That's it.
Didn't the common council say they wanted it on Moon's Road, or am I imagining that?
No, that was Jen Nelson.
What?
That was Jen
That's what-
Nelson.
That was the common council wanted. They're the ones that actually have the power over us.
Correct. And we bring you guys our concerns. You use it as an advisory board, you go to the council, great. We'll do what you guys want us to do, but there's certain things we can't do. And I can't make that road get done any faster.
See what we come up with tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is Ed coming back today? Our alderman?
All right, you said 10 minutes, but yeah.
As long as you talk about public service, fireworks for one night, you know, we have our staffing the way we have it. We're concerned about the drone show and how big of a crowd it's gonna draw.
It's gonna be like another firework.
Exactly, and what that means staffing, which also means expenditures. I've been in these meetings long enough that you're gonna go, the police price has doubled, tripled, whatever, and the question is why? When we have 2 firework nights,
Yeah, we had that
Saw that
a couple
last
years
year.
ago. We had 2
yeah,
firework nights.
and we have to staff it like that. We can't, for us to not staff it, to make sure that the place is safe, we'd be doing a disservice. I was letting you guys know that.
Yeah.
It's not that we're trying to inflate anything, pull wool over anyone's eyes. These are our concerns.
Have the drone people have any information on like what kind of crowd they expect or from the history or?
First time here, first
I know,
time
but-
doing it.
How
They've done it at other arenas like Muskego and.
They're doing New Berlin. They're doing us on Friday and New Berlin on Saturday.
Yeah.
Have they done it before somewhere else though, or?
Well, they've done it, yeah,
What
other
kind of crowd do they
places.
draw? That's why I just wonder if they had anything to tell us.
They do it, they actually do it in Caledonia, they do it on every Wednesday and Saturday, so. But that's small, that's not like, and ours is gonna be 100 drones, you know, which is actually averages 200.
Yeah. But it's a first time for us here too.
Yeah.
And with, you know, all the things, downtown's not doing their fireworks, so that's gonna be a draw here for us. You know, all these things add up, and we have to make sure that this environment is safe. That's all we care, like I said, that's all we care about.
Yeah. You know, because we'll have, the drone too has to have a certain clearance, just like the fireworks setup has to have. You know, because you got these drones up in the air.
And who's manning the landing area, landing zone? I'm assuming you guys have volunteers for that. It's not like fireworks where we have,
Spielbauer does everything. They do. Yeah, Kyle.
3 lights? How many light poles you got? Or generator
2.
light? 2?
No, actually 3. One for the food vendors, one that we use by the wrestlers, and one over by Schluter. So 3 of them. If we put, and that's, yeah. Because they're going to be doing drones off on just where they do the fireworks, so they'll be shooting them off there. And people will be sitting over here, just like the fireworks. So they won't be permitted to be around that area. But we are going to cover that. I need someone to manage that with the drone company, because things get pretty hectic. You know, for me, I mean, I got to be available on the whole grounds. So we need someone to work with the drone people too, as far as setting up the show and whatever questions they run into. So I was thinking about Carl.
I know it.
Okay. Think we covered? Anything else you think?
do you have other questions?
Background checks.
What?
Do we have the people's names in?
We gotta get background checks from him yet. He usually doesn't give them to us till like,
Oh, I'm well aware. I'm normally the one running them.
Did you talk to Chip about that, or?
he knows about it,
I
yeah.
know, but he'll get them as soon as he can, but how long does it take you guys to do them, or?
It's not just doing them, it's been like going through and verifying their records. Some of them are from out of country. And those are some of the things that, we've got to go through
Yeah.
to verify their backgrounds. valid or not.
He usually asks for 2 weeks, before.
Well,
We're getting close to that.
yeah,
Yeah.
here comes the witching hour.
Yeah,
I-
that's why I brought it up. Okay.
Well, Chip could at least get us the bulk of them now, so that we could run a bunch of them, and if we get 10 more at the end, it wouldn't be so bad. Or you have to run them all at once, or?
No.
That's okay, if he can get as many that he knows tomorrow.
That'd
as
be
an
perfect.
example.
Yeah, I know there's always the one-offs.
I'm not promising you tomorrow.
No,
just, you
no,
know,
and I know he normally does like the Washington County Fair, and then it comes down to us. And
Mhm.
I get that he's pulling people from different places. I've done this most of the time. I get it. The sooner we get stuff in hand, the
Better,
faster we
easier.
get things done.
Yeah.
And we've got, I know it's gonna sound strange to you, other things to do too.
We're a big city.
Well, no, but there's
Oh, yeah.
other things going on in the city that we have to also take care of.
Oh, yeah.
And we're pulled apart in many different directions. That's not a problem per se, it's just a fact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the more notice you have, the better.
Exactly.
Right.
Do we know, you said the workers in your email, if I remember correctly, that they are taking care of all the barrels and moving them off. How far north on Loomis are they going?
I have no idea, he wouldn't answer me.
Yeah, that's a
I
great
said
question that we
five-
should probably find out that answer, because in our traffic plan for the end of fireworks, we need to know how we can get cars in and out in a safe manner and allow pedestrian traffic.
What is nice this year is, last year we were on the last night, we had fireworks and then everything was over. This year, we got fireworks on the 4th, and we still go to 11 p.m. after, hour after the fireworks, so you don't get that mad rush out. Some people stay and hang around. So it's a little easier, but, we still gotta work on,
Not
best way to get
So
it
instead of
going.
wrangling 10,000 people, it's 9,800.
99,000, yeah.
Well,
It's
And no-
tricky. It's tricky, and we got to make sure that people are safe.
And the word got out that our fireworks was really good last year, and we went with the same.
I was there.
And you saw everything that went on, so,
Yes.
yep. So the word gets out, hey, Franklin has great fireworks, we're gonna get more people coming.
The festival is organized chaos, that is what the whole thing seems to be.
Those are your words. I'm not going to repeat that.
Yeah.
You guys, when, after the fireworks, are you just directing when they want to get out to Loomis? Are you gonna allow them to go both north and south, or are you just gonna funnel everything in one direction?
Where are they parked?
Where- I don't know.
Yeah, that's the key. There are so many different contingencies on where, if you're parked at Max Access, you are only taking a right turn to go in, and you're going north on Loomis. That's it. If you're at the medical complex, you can go whichever way you want. If you're parked over on the lot by Upper Schluter, you're going right and on the Drexel. So there's no cross traffic. And it's a dance. And then you gotta pause, and people honk at you and swear at you, and you get pedestrians across, and then people don't wanna listen to you, and they start doing their own thing, and they think they can cross on the other side of the street. So, what did you call it before?
Organized chaos.
We do our best. And we only bring things to you guys to let you know, we're trying to do the safest thing for the city. That's it. That's all I got.
No,
We adjourned.
thank you. No, you covered it. Thank you for the help.
You bet.
We appreciate what you guys do.
And we know that this is a big undertaking,
Mhm.
and we appreciate what you guys do too. But we have concerns that we'd like to bring forward.
Well, our carnival guy says we have the safest festival that he does of any of those he does all year long. He said, we are the safest, he said.
Thank you.
That's because it is a compliment. That's what I say.
Okay. All right, let's go on then. Entertainment, I'll go over the schedule again. I had it here. On Wednesday, July 3rd, we got Smart Mouth Band playing from 7:30 to 11. On Thursday, July 4th, we'll have live band karaoke, which will be the first time we're ever doing that, from 5 to 8 p.m. I'm sorry, that's asking for the volunteers at that time. It's not the time of that. But we'll have live band karaoke. And then after that, we'll have the playlist play from 7:30 to 11 on the 4th. On Friday, July 5th, we'll have Lunch Money Bullies from 7:30 to 11 p.m. Then Saturday, we're going all the way from noon to 11 p.m. And we're having 5-card studs on the main stage from noon to 2:30. And then we're using the band shell for the first time because Bella Cane has to set up its sound system. They have their own sound system, so they need time to set up, which is 5 hours. So we're putting the band on the band shell from 3 to 6. And then after that, Bella Cane will be playing from 7:30 to 11 on that Saturday night. Sunday, we just have the carnival coming in and doing wristbands from noon to 4, and there will be it'll be teardown day. We'll be tear down the food vendors, the tables and chairs, so that's the day we tear up. Any questions? Okay. And then donations and sponsorships. Mira's not here. We still are working on getting donations. We're a little bit under what we had last year, but it's still pretty good. And then the next one is food vendors. We will have 10 food vendors again. We did at the last minute find a kettle corn vendor who's still got to get in all his paperwork. And Cream City is a new one we're going to have. And they have a big 31-foot trailer, and then 8 of the other ones that are coming back from the last few years.
John, what is Cream City?
Cream City will be like wraps.
Okay.
They're from downtown, and they'll have a chicken sandwich. So they got a food truck that they use, 31-foot food truck. Everything's been set up with Payne and Dolan to get the lights and the generator. We're very dependent on that again. We wanted to get the electrical hookups done, but we ran out of time on that, so hopefully that'll be done for next year. So we got to run a generator again. And it says, yeah, health inspection, they got to be set up on Wednesday by July 3rd at 3 o'clock, and that's when the health department comes in and inspects all the food vendors as far as their setup. And so by 3 o'clock, and the festival starts at 5, so they go through that inspection, and they have to be past that inspection in order to get their seller's permit. Then the fireworks, we got taken care of with a permit, right?
Yeah.
We're all set?
Everything's sent in last Monday, so we should have everything.
Okay. And fireworks will be on July 4th. Been getting calls from people, well, are you having it on the, 4th this time? Kind of sarcastic because we didn't have it on the 4th last time. So, we have it advertised, but I get people calling asking me when is the fireworks. And then the drone show, that's brand new. And I put down we do need a helper for that to work with the drone people. You know, that'll be from 9:30, and it's only about a 12-minute show. And, you know, be something different. I don't know if the word's out there as much, but, you know, people want to, you know, it's been at the Rock. They did it at the Rock after one of the baseball games, so we'll see what happens with that. And it's a crowd of 10. We want to attract crowd and entertain them. So, any questions? Okay. And the parade, well, we covered that. Parade marshal. Anything else on the parade attendees?
No.
Okay. And then, yeah, I got carnival and I got marked up worker background checks we need and worker name badges. I say that's within 2 weeks of the festival. We get that from the carnival company.
And
Next one is our volunteer time slots.
Yes, so I'm pretty set, except for the late shifts in the ticket booth. I need one person, and then 2 people for the Bella Cane night. Everybody probably wants to watch the band that day. And then my big one is I'm short 4 people for the playlist, the 7:30 to 11 shift in the beer tent, and then a couple people for Bella Cane, which I found weird because
Yeah.
most people want that slot. So I'm still looking for 2 people that slot.
How many for the 4th do you have then? 2?
It looks like 2, but it's just John and Brian listed.
Yeah.
It's that busy in the
So
parade,
it's
isn't
just
it?
the 2 people that will be there every night.
Our Brian?
Yes,
Yeah.
our Brian and
John Adamski? Oh.
The bar isn't busy during the parade, is it, Brian?
Huh?
Is the bar busy during the parade?
No, this is the night of
This
the
is
4th.
the night
Oh,
shift,
that's
the
night
8
shift.
to 11.
I thought you said parade, okay.
Yeah, so it's the earlier,
Oh,
I mean the late shift.
you can go in there, you and Bobby can go in.
Oh, if we have to, we got to.
Right. I only put myself down for 1 shift in the ticket booth with Bailey on the 4th earlier, so I'm available to fill in 2.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I got a couple people to fill in. I got my wife and a friend to fill in the ticket booth, so
Okay.
maybe the night of Bella Cane.
Okay. And I still am reaching out to people, so
Yeah, and Fred Clements does his,
he called me today.
he called you?
Yeah.
So you got him
Called me today.
signed up?
Yes, I do. Yep. He's on the list. He's on the list if you can read the small print.
Okay, yeah. That's another addition, so,
Mhm.
okay. And like I said, yeah, if you have any friends, you know, to get to volunteer, it helps when you have somebody you know,
Right.
you know. Okay. Main tent beverages. Beer, soda, and ice. Beer, we've added Pabst Blue Ribbon and Twisted Tea to our beer repertoire. Soda, Mr. Knackert,
Yeah, I'll get it.
I got a
Like
list.
a couple of 2 liters and like call it a day or what?
And Carl's been scouting other festivals,
Oh, yeah.
and our price is gonna remain at $5, because most of the festivals are $5. Except for the Twisted Tea, we'll put that at $6. Because that costs us a lot more, actually, for the Twisted Tea. And even some of the White Claws and all that, but
Yeah, leave it at 5, see how it goes over.
yeah.
It's gonna be hard for other people to figure that, no?
Imports.
You're gonna do that extra 1 ticket again.
If you do an extra, yeah, if they buy $10
No, Mira's
worth.
pet peeve, but that 1 ticket, that extra ticket.
Yeah.
Maybe a damn extra ticket you gotta pull off. Just leave it at
Yeah.
5. We'll see what happens. They're not gonna make that much off a buck.
Yeah. But we pay almost twice for the Twisted Tea than we do for like the Pabst. So we should charge a little, and the other ones did do that, right? They had Twisted Tea at $6.
Well, Dan Jansen had Twisted Tea for $6.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of these other festivals have been going with craft beers for $7. But I don't, all of a sudden you're talking 12, 13, 14 products at some of these places.
Yeah. Yeah, we did too much. It's too much, when you're in that bar area, you got so much on each side of you. I don't see an advantage that, offer all that variety. You just take away from sales of one to add to the other one.
I want to say,
We still have Liney Summer Shandy, right?
Summer Shandy, yes.
Okay, what's our NA?
Oh, good.
Coors?
Coors, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Why, because it's light beer?
Pardon?
No, and non-alcohol, no alcohol.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, yeah, new beers, Pabst and Twisted Tea. Ice cream has been ordered. Carl's gonna help with the receiving of the ice cream that's going on during the, parade. The other thing is you got the trampoline guys. Now, you'll be working on the parade on everything setting up, and those trampoline guys are gonna come. Okay, where do we go?
I'm trying to talk to them they're gonna come down the night of the 3rd.
That would be great.
And I'm gonna have them park down here, I think, versus at the hotel. They can park either or, they've got the room for them, but I said, you may be better off down here, because if they're gonna come from 76th down Loomis to come down at 10 o'clock, they're not gonna get anywhere.
They're not gonna get in. You got.
Unless they're gonna come
I think
at
it's a great
8.
idea, have them set up on the 3rd. Yep.
Well, not so much set up, have it down here though, so they don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, have it down here, okay, yeah. And we gotta come up with a spot for them.
Middle of the road, I thought.
Gotta be level. Trampoline.
At least they'll have dirt. Soft.
Yeah.